Kansas City Medical Society, what is up? It's your boy ZDoggMD, aka Dr. Zubin Damania, live and direct out of the office. This is my wife's teleradiology gear. I'm pretending to be a higher level specialist than I am. I'm just a hospitalist, but sometimes I like to pretend that I'm highly paid and specialized. Anyways, guys, I wish I could be there in Kansas City. I've been there before. It's an amazing city. I think I spoke at the AAFP meeting there, But Angela reached out and she was like, could you come speak at the thing? And I'm like, yeah, gangster's life ain't easy. Like a lot of thugging and gangstering. And so I couldn't make it. But I thought we would do a video because I wanted to celebrate what you guys are doing at the Kansas City Medical Society. I mean, it's really, I don't think enough can be said about how innovative you are because, first of all, a lot of these local medical societies are shrinking around the country, but you guys grew from 600 to like 3,200 from 2015. Are you kidding me? Like, that's virality. You know, I do social media. That's true virality. It's hard to do. It means you must be bringing some value. And the thing is, look, all healthcare is local. So the fact that you guys are actually trying to affect change at a local level is transformative because we've seen what happens when you try to do national stuff. It's not easy. And there is no one size fits all in healthcare. But the only one truth that's universal is that physicians have to lead. We have to lead. And if we give that up, then who's going to do it for us? People that suck. We've seen it time and time again. Hello, macro, MIPS, PQRS, Lean, Six Sigma, all this stuff that Health 2.0 has brought us. The EHR, which is just a glorified cash register with a little patient stuff tacked on. How does all this happen? Because we haven't led. We're conditioned to feel powerless and to listen to authority. We are the authority. You are the authority. And you are crushing the game. So look, first of all, being able to merge two states' medical societies into one, I don't even want to think about the paperwork involved. Like, I don't even want to think about how hard that was. Changing bylaws and doing all this, but y'all did it. And now you're stronger for it. So that's a huge accomplishment. So props for innovating on that end because now you can actually affect change on a level that separate groups couldn't have done. And now you're, this bi-state organization, which by the way sounds like something that requires its own bathroom. Let me think about that. But all joking aside, now you're in positions to do things that are really powerful. For example, the vaccine stuff you're working on, to be able to reclaim the narrative from D-list celebrities. Dude, it just came out in the news. This guy who wrote Aladdin, the Disney musical, is like, I'm an anti-vaxxer. It's like, you shut up. You have no business talking about vaccines. We lead that. And we've kind of given that away because we haven't owned it. You guys are back to owning it. I know, Kansas has been trouble kind of getting HPV uptake, vaccine uptake, and you're working on that. And that is a huge part of our own movement, our tribe of like 1 million odd healthcare people trying to build health 3.0 and transcend this mess that we have. We need your help. We need physician leadership to spread the word about this stuff. So thank you for that. The other thing you guys are doing is this Stop the Bleed campaign. There's so much division politically in our own tribe in medicine. You can see it on Twitter. You can see it on Facebook. Part of our challenge together is to try to transcend those divides because all the political viewpoints here, they're all true but partial. There's truth in all of them. So if we can come together, we can respect each other, then we can focus on what actually makes a difference. The Stop the Bleed thing is a great example. How do we as physicians advocate for things that will actually save lives? While respecting, okay, people want to own guns and that's important and people want to be safe and care versus harm and liberty versus oppression. We have to weigh all those things. And instead of just staking a highly divisive claim, we can work together to transcend our divisions and find strength in diversity, which is something you guys do already. 40% female as a medical society? Hello. That's incredible. Incredible. Can you be even better? But the political diversity in your leadership, that's what's really going to affect change because that's what's missing in the country. We're just at each other's throats. So thank you for doing that. Now, it's interesting because speaking of divisive, this medical marijuana thing, I have to give you guys props. And people would think, oh, Z-Dog, you must be all for like medical marijuana, bro. Listen, okay? I've talked about it with my boy Doc Vader on the show. I did a show about the actual medical uses of cannabis, which are very limited, poorly studied. And so I agree with what you guys did. You said, you know what, this isn't a medicine thing. Like, either legalize it or don't, period. But don't make it a medical thing. We can't dose it right. We don't have the right studies. It's not a medicine until it's a medicine. So study the heck out of it and make it a medicine if that's what you can do, that the data says you can do. But until then, that's not us, okay? That's society. So kudos to that. Smoke it if you got it. Actually, it's legal in Nevada, and ever since it became legal, it's just lost its allure. People are like, whatever, man, if it's legal, why do it? So I think that piece is a huge thing that societies like yours can do and have done and are continuing to do. I want to give a shout out to Josh Mammon for leading the org. I don't know if he's still going to be president when I'm saying this, but if he is, man, love my homie. I don't know who I'm pointing to, but it's you, Josh. You're up there, man. And I want to say that if you guys want to be a part of even the bigger movement around what you're doing locally, which is transformative, join us together. Just email me anytime, ZDoggMD@gmail.com, and tell me what you're doing. On our show, we highlight great things like what your organization is doing and your group and the doctors there on the front lines that are going to change medicine. It's not going to be these big groups. It's going to be groups like yours that are going to transform everything to build Health 3.0, which is repersonalized, team-based medicine that brings the heart, that sacred heart, the relationship back while utilizing technology to help us improve quality and improve, variation in care and things like that are important in Health 2.0, but we've been lost in the commodification of the whole thing. So bringing it back to the humanization. Hit us up. It's 2 G's because one is necessary but not sufficient to be a gangsta. All right, guys. I love you. Have a great, safe holiday. Continue the amazing work you guys are doing. Thank you to Angela for helping make this happen, and to all of you guys for doing what you do every day. It is a sacred gift. It is a calling to do what we do, where every day we get to be with people when they're the most vulnerable, and by some miracle, they let us. And every time we can remind ourselves of that gift, we're empowered to do good in the world. Thank you so much, and we out.